Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Radvik Estoque, the Vice President for Academics of Real Excellence Online Philippines. The objective of this video is to present to you the contents of the Leo app as well as paano natin i-maximize itong mga resources that is presented to you. In other words, this is somewhat an orientation on how the Rio will optimize the resources that will now help you pass the CPA board exams. So, sa video na to, this will be the flow of our presentation. First and foremost, we will present to you yung academic objectives natin. So, syempre, ano nga ba kailangan natin, di ba? Kailangan nating ma-attain para pumasa tayo ng board exams. From the academic objectives, we will also present to you the academic strategies. So, pag sinabi natin academic strategy, paano, di ba? So, paano? Anong gagawin natin para ma-attain natin itong mga academic objectives na ito? So, that is now the academic strategy. From the academic strategy, we'll also move on to the discussion of the Rio Triple Review Program. So, yung Rio Triple Review Program is quite unique. So, Rio lang ang meron nito sa buong Pilipinas. The Triple Review Program is intended to help you customize your needs para depende, ano? So, depende kasi sa mga styles natin at sa mga objectives natin or yung mga strategies natin. So, Rio, we decided to prepare a triple review program for you. O yan, so medyo i-discuss natin in full detail mamaya. And followed by the academic resources. Itong academic resources na to are the materials. Ito yung mga overview ng mga materials na available sa atin which is now intended to help you attain the academic objectives. From the academic resources, mag-i-in-depth discussion tayo. In-depth discussion of first and foremost, knowledge or competency enhancement materials. Ito yung mga i-detail natin yung presentation. Ano nga ba itong mga to? Ano mga gamit nila? Itong mga materials na to. And followed by a detailed discussion of the test-taking skills. So, syempre, para pumasa tayo ng board exam, dapat marunong din tayong mag-atake ng problem, mag-solve ng problem. So, kasama yun sa pag-uusapan natin ngayong sa video presentation na ito. And then, number 7 is how to customize the Rio program for the end user. So, para sa iyo ito. Kasi marami tayong resources. Sa dinami ng resources natin, hindi naman kailangan na lahat-lahat talaga pag-aralan mo. So, pwede natin i-customize sa based on your number 1 na titignan natin doon is yung competency level mo. Before you go through with the review system of Rio. And the second na titignan natin dyan is yung time or yung devoted na oras na ilalaan natin sa pag-review. So, i-customize natin itong Rio system natin, academic system. And finally, last na pag-uusapan natin is the support system that is available to you or that was prepared by Rio for you. So, ang support system na to is also intended to help you in other areas such as your, example, mga spiritual, mental, okay, as well as your physical well-being. Meron din tayo nito para sa academic system natin. Alright? So, let's start tayo doon muna sa academic objectives. So, in anything that you do, syempre dapat laging may objective muna, di ba? So, dapat meron tayong patutunguhan. Ito yung academic objectives ng Rio, which is our target dapat nating ma-attain when we enroll with Rio. So, first and foremost, our objective is subdivided into 3. So, ano nga ba tong tatlong ito? So, ang pinaka-importante sa kanilang lahat, number 1, is the accuracy. What is meant by accuracy? Accuracy means na hindi tayo nagkakamali, di ba? So, pag nag-solve tayo ng problems, dapat first time na sinolve mo, alam mo kaagad kung paano mo siya i-solve. So, proper treatment, example, proper treatment of your transactions, that is proper formula that will be used, proper interpretations, or proper rules or laws that must be implemented or that must be applied in the given situation. Accuracy is very important. Ito yung tinatawag natin na mastery of the subject. Mastery of the subject matter or of the topic. Accuracy niyan. So, ito pinaka-importante ha mga ka-Rio, it is your accuracy. Pero syempre, ang accuracy, hindi ito sapat. So, dapat meron din tayong tinatawag na speed. Okay, speed. What is speed naman? So pag sinabi nating speed, dapat kaya nating mag-solve ng problems within a given time frame, limited time frame. Take note, ang board exam natin is only good for 3 hours lang. So based on previous experiences ng ating mga estudyante, sabi nila dati, "Sir, kaya naman naming isolve." Kasi nga, alam na nila yung accuracy nila, di ba? Marunong na sila sa concept nila. Yun nga lang, complain nila is, "Sir, ang problema is masyadong marami, natagalan kami mag-solve." So, kulang sila sa speed. So, ladies and gentlemen, from accuracy, you should also be able to develop your speed. Dapat mabilis tayong magsagot. And then finally, the third thing that is needed is we also need to have develop your endurance. What is endurance? Your ability to answer maramihan na problems or multiple choice in a given time frame. So take note ladies and gentlemen, di ba? Meron tayong mga 70 items going as high as 100 items. So dapat pag nandun tayo sa board exam, meron ka ring endurance. Hindi pwede yung 10 pa lang nasasagutan mo, pagod ka na. Ay hindi pwede ganon doon sa board exam. So ito yung pinaka-importante. We have, tignan natin ulit natin, accuracy, which is mastering your concepts, speed, which is mastering the approaches in attacking a problem, and finally, your ability to solve multiple or as many problems in a given time frame na hindi kagad tayo napapagod. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, yun ang ating mga academic objectives. Yan ang kailangan nating maintain after we go through the Rio academic program. Now, followed by what is known as the academic strategies. Ano nga ba itong mga strategy na to? Diba? So, meron na tayo objectives. Ang question nun is, paano natin attain yung mga objectives na yon? So, dapat meron tayong strategies. So, ang strategies natin is nahati ulit ito sa dalawa. Number one is known as the concept-based strategy. So, ang concept-based strategy is intended to improve your accuracy, di ba? Babalik yan doon sa objectives natin. So, concept-based strategy is intended to attain your your accuracy. So, lalo na pag medyo hindi maganda yung background natin or yung ating foundation sa undergrad, kailangan talaga natin pagdating na sa review, dapat ma-emphasize na yan. And then, syempre, we also need to consider, meron din tayong mga kasama na matagal nang nag-graduate. Ayun, so sa tagal na nag-graduate, malamang nakalimutan na nila yung pinaka-concepts nila, yung mga pinaka-basic nila. So, we have what is known as the concept-based strategy. Concept-based strategy is better known as, ito tinatawag natin na that is your from the general principles going now to the specifics. Alright? So, that is the concept-based strategy. The second strategy is better known as the quizzer-based strategy. What is quizzer-based naman? So, ang quizzer-based strategy naman will help you develop your test-taking skills. Diba, class? Dapat meron tayong speed as well as endurance. Yun ang purpose ng quizzer-based strategy. Ang quizzer-based strategy, class, kung minsan ang tawag natin sa learning, sa process ng learning, this is known as deductive reasoning. Bakit deductive reasoning? Deductive reasoning or deductive learning because you will learn after it is applied. So, application muna and then extract mo yung concepts. Ang quizzer-based is deductive mode of learning. In contrast, what is concept-based naman? Ang concept-based naman is inductive mode of learning. Inductive means you start from the concept and then proceed with the application. Ayan. So, ang quizzer-based naman is application muna and then you extract now the concepts. So, tayo sa Rio, meron tayo pareha niyan, di ba? So, kahit saan na, pwede. And kadalasan, class, ang quizzer-based strategy is para sa mga estudyante na maganda na yung background nila sa undergrad, maganda na yung foundation nila. Ito na yung ang concern natin dito is, what if na lang, di ba? Hindi na problema ng estudyante natin na how. Hindi na ganun no? So usually, pag how ang concern natin, concept-based ka. Paano mag-record? Paano yung proper treatment? Pero what if dito na papasok si quizzer-based strategy? Alright? So ladies and gentlemen, those are the academic strategies of Rio. Paano? Di ba? Now, what is the Rio Triple Review Program? So, ladies and gentlemen, sa buong Pilipinas, Rio lang ang meron nito. Okay, Rio lang ang meron yan at wala nang iba. So, what is the Triple Review Program of Rio? So, ganito yan. Okay, so unahin muna natin yung pinaka-basic sa kanilang lahat. Ang pinaka-basic sa kanilang lahat is through the use of the pre-recorded lectures with handouts. Itong pre-recorded lectures natin na ito na yung zero-based na tinatawag, di ba? So take note, ang Rio nakilala yan. Dahil sa zero-based discussion, talagang pag-uusapan natin from the bare basics, from the concepts talaga. Didikdikin natin lahat na related concepts, i-represent na rin natin. So pre-recorded lectures with handouts yon. So ang pre-recorded natin, siyempre may sariling handouts yan. So habang pinapanood mo yung ating pre-recorded lectures, sinasabayan mo na rin siya sa handouts mo. As well as aside from that, meron din tayong kasama nito ng first strategy or first na approach, is the concept notes. Ang concept notes natin is similar to a textbook na medyo concise, more concise than a textbook, but it is already sufficient enough for you to know the details. Concept notes na yon. So, yung nga lang, ang concept notes, ladies and gentlemen, medyo mahaba pa yan. Kasi nga, zero-based, di ba? So, usually, itong first approach na to, the pre-recorded lectures with handouts and concept notes, is targeted for students na medyo hindi maganda yung kanilang background, matagal ng foundation, matagal na silang nag-graduate. So, ito maganda para sa mga students that will fall under those classifications. So, that is the pre-recorded lectures including the concept notes. Very detailed discussion. In other words, yan ang tinatawag natin na the true zero-based approach. The second is known as the live lectures. So, ladies and gentlemen, ang Rio, another way of attaining our objectives is through the use of the live lectures naman. Ang live lectures ng Rio kadalasan, nasa 2 hours lang yan, going as far as or as long as 3 hours lang. Pag sinabi nating live lectures, this is the traditional face-to-face classes. May mga schedules ito. Sa mga Manila reviewees natin, meron tayong mga schedules na susundan doon. Usually, that is on a daily basis or MWF or TTH, including weekends. For our provincial classes naman, meron din tayong mga specific schedules for this one. So, ang live lectures natin, meron din tong sariling handouts. O, see? So, 2 set na yung handouts mo. May pre-recorded handouts ka, meron ka pang live lecture handouts. Tapos, meron din tayong ibang set of reviewers for the face-to-face classes. O, di ba? So, now, yung iba sa atin, sir, paano? Napatanong, sir, paano pag pure online ako? So, pag pure online ako, paano naman ako? So, don't worry, kasi itong mga discussions naman ng live lecture classes are streaming live. Hindi man lang siya naka-stream live, it is even recorded. Para, in case gusto mong panoorin yung replay, panoorin mo lang yung replay. So, this is the second approach of the Triple Review program. We have the live lectures and the face-to-face handouts, including yung handouts natin, meron din siyang kasamang drills. So, eto na siya. Okay? So, kung ayaw natin yung medyo mahaba na discussion, dito lang tayo sa live lecture, face-to-face classes, traditional classes na ito. Now, siyempre, may mga improvements pa rin ang Rio, So, we constantly improve our services. Meron tayong tinatawag na, this is the new thing, eto na yung quick vids, flashcards, and the use of the quick notes. Ang quick vids natin is a super concise version of the pre-recorded discussions. But the thing is, etong quick vids na to, we have another set of reviewers. O, di ba? Iba na nga yung set ng reviewers mo ng pre-recorded, iba ulit yung reviewers mo ng live lectures, iba pa ulit yung reviewers mo ng quick vids. Meaning, iba-ibang point of view na yan. So, ang quick vids is somewhat halos kalahati na Halos kalahati na yung recording time nito. So, mas mabilis talaga. So, we have the quick vids, the flashcards, and the quick notes. Ano naman tong quick notes na to? Itong quick notes na to are the summarized version. Summarized version of the concept notes earlier na nakita natin doon sa pre-recorded. So, kadalasan, ang quick vids, flashcards, and quick notes is intended for students na yung talagang maganda na yung foundation nila. Kailangan na lang nila polish na lang in preparation for the board exams. Aside from that, ang quick vids, flashcards, and quick notes is also useful sa mga estudyante towards the end of the review. So, pag towards the end of the review, medyo gahul ka na sa oras, gusto mo siyang i-recall, di mo naman pwedeng panoorin lahat ng pre-recorded na discussions sa zero-based. Medyo mahaba din pag pinanood mo pa yung replay ng live lecture. So, meron na tayong quick vids. O, diba? So, kumbaga, nandyan na talaga lahat. Meron tayong mahaba, which is now the pre-recorded zero-based discussion. Yung tama lang, which is now the face-to-face live discussions. And yung mabilisan naman, itong quick vids, the quick notes, and the flashcards. O, diba? So, kung syempre, bahala ka na, you will have to identify what will work best for you. Pero syempre, don't worry, tutulungan pa rin namin kayo paano natin ay identify what will work best for you. So, these are the triple review program of Rio. O, so, unique, no? Tayo lang ang meron yan. Next, okay, so move on na tayo. Ano nga ba itong mga academic resources that were developed by Rio in mind na iniisip na yung estudyante dapat, pag ginamit ng estudyante natin to, dapat maintindihan niya, masundan niya, pumasa siya. Ito na yung mga academic resources natin. So, what are these academic resources? The academic resources are subdivided into two. So, ladies and gentlemen, marami ito ha. Marami ito. Classify lang namin siya into two groupings. The first group is the knowledge or competence enhancement materials resources. Ano itong mga to? Itong mga to, babalik ulit siya sa first objective natin. What is our first objective? It is to improve your competence. Di ba? It is to improve your mastery of the concepts. Yan ang pinaka-objective natin. First objective as presented to you earlier. So, ladies and gentlemen, marami yan. Yan isusunod natin mamaya. Detailed discussion of what are the knowledge competency enhancement materials and resources. And the second set of yung second set ng materials natin is ito, test-taking skills enhancement materials resources. So, ano naman tong mga to? Yung mga ito, class, is intended to help you develop your speed. Diba? Yung ating speed as presented to you earlier. Speed as well as your endurance. Test-taking skills na yan. Marami ulit yan. Okay, so marami ulit. So, dun tayo sa medyo mas malalim na discussion. Iisa-isahin natin yung presentation ng mga materials na to. So, first and foremost, as presented to you, ito na yung competence enhancement resources. Ito mga resources natin is composed of 9 resources. Ang dami, 9 resources yan. Okay, so 9. So, ang 9 resources na to, hinati pa natin yan into 2 subclassifications, the primary and the mastery level. What is primary? So, pag sinabi nating primary level, isa lang ibig sabihin nun, at a must, di ba? So, kumbaga, dito ka magsisimula talaga. Kumbaga, that is already yung somewhat zero-based ka. Doon talaga from nothing. Yun ang tinatawag natin na primary level. Pag master natin ang primary level, the next thing that we want to do is mastery level na. So, pag mastery level naman, eto na yung enhancement. Enhancement of your accuracy or your competence or mastery of the concepts. So, marami ulit ito. So, ladies and gentlemen, pansinin nyo ha. Kasi importante yung ginamit natin na lettering nito. So, concept notes is letter A, letter B, letter C, letter D, and so on and so forth. Kasi mamaya pagdating natin sa customization, malaki yung gamit niyan. Alright? So, isa-isahin natin ano yung mga contents ng mga ito. So, starting off with the primary level groupings, we have the concept notes. So, ladies and gentlemen, ito yung mga hanapan natin doon sa Rio app. So, makikita natin to ha. So, nandyan siya. So, you must have time to explore the Rio app para mahanap natin yung mga contents na to. So, we have what is known as the concept notes. Ang concept notes natin is, as stated earlier, parang concise version ng libro. Meron na siya mga discussions, meron na yung pinaka-importante na mga terminologies, principles, concepts, laws, formulas, lahat na. So, lahat na kailangan mo, nandyan na sa concepts notes with brief explanation, with brief illustrations na rin. Alright? So, concept notes yon. So, ladies and gentlemen, lahat ng subjects natin, for every subject and for each topic, meron siyang sariling concept notes. Now, from the concept notes, we also have the diagnostic quizzers. Ang diagnostic quizzers are better known as mga pre-test quizzers natin ito. Ang mga pre-test quizzers natin are, ito yung mga bago mapapanood yung mga video discussion, bago ka magsimula na pag-aralan ng isang topic, meron ka munang diagnostic quizzer. Usually, ang diagnostic quizzer natin is about 5 to 10 items per each topic. So, ang purpose ng diagnostic quizzer is to help you identify your weak areas before starting to review a specific topic. Diagnostic quizzer na yon. So, as stated earlier, diagnostic quizzers are pre-test pa lang yan before undergoing or reviewing the specific topic. Now, from the diagnostic quizzers, we now have the, eto na, the pre-recorded handouts together with the zero-based pre-recorded videos. So, una ay yung pre-recorded handouts muna natin. Ang pre-recorded handouts natin are designed based on the topics as presented in the LECPA syllabus and TOS. So, pati yung arrangement ng mga topic presentation natin ay nakalaan or sinusundan niya yung syllabus ng board exams natin. So, ito siya, the pre-recorded handouts. Now, from the pre-recorded handouts, syempre, meron din tayong mga videos, di ba? Yung mga video discussion. Ito na yung tinatawag na zero-based pre-recorded videos. Medyo mahaba ito. Kasi nga zero-based, di ba? Zero-based. Wala namang zero-based na maikli, di ba? So, kung may zero-based na maikli, ay budol na yon. Budol na yon. Imposible yon. Okay, talagang detailed discussion. So, ito yung mga zero-based pre-recorded videos natin. So, lahat ng mga topics at sa mga emphasis on the principles, illustrations, presented na lahat dyan sa zero-based pre-recorded videos. Ayan, maganda ito, lalo na sa mga estudyante natin na mahina talaga yung foundation nila doon sa accounting. Okay, or the other related subjects for the board exams. Next, meron din tayong direct-to-reviewer query. Paano naman to? So, ito naman, ladies and gentlemen, is kung meron kang tanong, gusto mong malinawan, it is simply a 2-click away lang yan. So, 2-click away lang yan doon sa review app natin. Pwede kayong magtanong sa reviewers ninyo. Okay, pwede. Mag-post ka ng question mo doon, tapos sasagutan ng mga reviewers ninyo. Lalo na pag medyo, sabi mo, sir, parang taliwas yata yung tinuro mo. So, gusto mong malinawan, or another example is, sir, medyo malabo yata yung pagkaintindi ko, baka pwede naman paki-explain further. Pwede rin yan. Ang kagandahan pa, ladies and gentlemen, is yung ating direct-to-reviewer query is classified as under forums. So, yung forums na ito, nakikita rin ito ng mga kaklase ninyo. So, malay mo, yung gusto mong tanungin pala na itanong na noon, di ba? So, makikita mo rin siya doon. Aside from that, hindi lang po in-app forums ang meron tayo. Meron din tayong mga pwede rin i-contact yung ating mga reviewers through the Telegram or through the Messenger. In fact, meron pa nga tayo the email system. Meron pa yan, direct email system to your reviewers. So, we have multiple ways of communicating with our reviewers. So, pwede natin mag-communicate with our pre-recorded reviewers, including the live-leg reviewers. Next, eto na. How about mastery level? Ang mastery level naman, ladies and gentlemen, is, syempre, alam mo na yung question na how. Ang mastery level is, what if na ito? So, ang mastery level, we have the quick vids, di ba? So, kanina, na-present natin sa primary, yung ating mga zero-based. Ang quick vids naman is, usually, magaling na tayo. Ang gusto mo na lang is, validation na lang ng napag-aralan mo. Ang gusto mo na lang is recall na lang ng napag-aralan natin during the 9-month period or during the review period. So, towards the end of the review, gusto mo, ma-refresh lang talaga, quick vids na yan. So, ang quick vids will emphasize the most important concepts, principles, laws, approaches, and equations that is needed for you to pass the board exams. Quick vids na yan. Alright? So, meron din yan. Pre-recorded din to, ha? Pre-recorded din ito. So, available to you 24 hours, 24/7 availability of these resources. And we also have the flashcards. What is flashcards naman? Ang flashcards naman is an open-ended. These are open-ended questions. Open-ended questions that will help you recall. Recall ulit yung lahat na pinaka-importante na concepts, principles, equations, formula, lahat na kailangan mo for you to pass the board exam. Mga flashcards naman ito. Ganda, no? So, ang dami nating resources. Yan, eto na si flashcards natin. Then from the flashcards, may quick notes ka pa. Ano ulit tong quick notes? Ang quick notes is the concise version of the concept notes. So, naka-align yan, dalawang yan. Pag yung concept notes mo, mahaba, medyo nahabaan ka, gamitin mo yung quick notes. Nandyan yung mga keywords natin, naka-emphasize na mga shortcuts, at a simple glance, nandito rin quick notes. Ang point of emphasis ng quick notes natin are, it will serve as the concept map. Mga concept map na mga topics na kailangan natin, or mga subjects or mga emphasis or anything that is needed for you to pass the board exam. Quick notes na yon. So, at a single glance, kita mo kaagad yung buong picture. Okay, we also have what is known as the monthly consultations. Ang monthly consultation, ito na yung schedule. There is a schedule for this, ha? So, usually, i-discuss dito yung solution ng monthly assessment natin. Pag hindi man yung discussion ng monthly assessment natin, meron din tayong Q&A portion. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, ang monthly consultation natin, kadalasan 6 ito. This is 6 sessions. The first session of monthly consultation is devoted for you to introduce, for the reviewer, to introduce the topic or the subject and how to master yung specific subject niya. So, yung approach, paano i-master, example ang MS, paano i-master ang FAR at saka AFAR, i-discuss ito sa first monthly consultation. Yung second to the 4th month consultation natin, including the 5th, is devoted for the discussion of the online drills. Mga online drills na quizzers natin, aside from the quizzers, the monthly assessments, I mean. It is the discussion of the monthly assessments as well as any questions that will be raised from the students. Again, ulitin ko, ha, from 2nd to the 5th is also the discussion of the answers of the monthly assessments. Ayan. So, consultations na to. And what is the purpose of the last, yung 6th na consultation natin? It is intended to validate or linawin yung mga gray areas that were noted by the students during the review period. Yan ang purpose ng monthly consultations. Next, we also have the pre-week materials and discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, ito napaka-importante, ha, yung pre-week natin. Mandatory, dapat wag mong absenan nito, yung discussion ng pre-week. Dahil ang pre-week, piling-pili talaga yung mga materials na ginagamit namin dyan. We will try to simulate what are the feedback, ano yung mga nangyari in the last board exams, ano yung mga questions na lumabas based on the feedback, and we try to simulate it. So, the pre-week materials is better known as the revalidation. It is already the summary of everything. Napaka-importante ito. Ang pre-week natin kadalasan is scheduled few days before the board exams. Ang purpose nito is to help you recall yung mga concepts na napag-aralan mo during the review period. So, meron pa rin tayong pre-week materials and discussion. Kahit na anong level of competency natin, I encourage everybody to attend the pre-week discussions. Alright? Those are the mastery level. Now, how about our test-taking skills? So, ano naman yung mga resources natin to improve your speed as well as endurance? So, etong mga to, na-classify din ito into 2 major compositions or classifications. I mean, we have 6 all in all. We have the primary level, similar to what was presented earlier. Pag sinabi nating primary level, ladies and gentlemen, at a minimum yan ha? At a minimum. And also the mastery level. So, pansinin ulit natin, ang ginamit natin dito is numbering naman, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Earlier, ang ginamit natin was letters doon sa competency enhancement resources. Ito naman, naka-numbers naman. Kasi may gamit ito mamaya. Pag kinostomize na natin, yung Rio Academic Program. So, we have the details. So, iisa-isain ulit natin ito. So, first and foremost, we have the online drills. Ladies and gentlemen, ang online drills natin is available sa app 24/7. Sasagutan mo ito. So, sasagutan mo siya on your own. And then, yung answers is also provided to you. Yung answers natin, meron siyang explanation kung bakit ito yung tamang sagot. Meron siyang solution kung bakit ito yung ating tamang sagot. So, online drills, take advantage. Ang Rio app natin, more than 10,000. More than 10,000 multiple choice questions for you to answer. So, siguro naman pag naubos mo, nasagutan mo lahat yan. Pagdating ng board exam, madaling-madali na talaga sa'yo para yan. So, itong pagsagot natin ng online drills, purpose natin to develop your speed, accuracy, as well as endurance. Kasi nga, imagine, 10,000 yung nasagutan mo, marami na talaga yan. So, eto siya. Ang online drills natin, pwede mong sagutan yan any time of the day. Bahala ka na kung kailan mo siya gustong sagutan. Second, we have the monthly assessments. Ladies and gentlemen, ang monthly assessment natin is based on yung number of items ng monthly assessment natin is based on the LECPA number of items. It's either 70 items or 100 items. Ang monthly assessment is intended to determine yung mastery mo ng mga targeted topics that must be finished in the given month. Ang monthly assessment natin na tigsa 70 items is intended to help you simulate the board exam. Kasi kadalasan, di ba, ladies and gentlemen, first pre-board at saka final pre-board lang na magsasagot ka ng 70 to 100 items, ay kulang yun. Dapat marami kang exposure. Dapat marami kang training na lagi kang nagsasagot ng 70 to 100 items. So imagine, meron tayong at least at a minimum 5 na monthly assessment, tapos meron kang 2 pre-board, the first and the final pre-board. So meron kang 7 na practice na nag-solve ka ng 70 to 100 items. Monthly assessment yon. So, ladies and gentlemen, wag nating pabayaan tong monthly assessment, ha? This is intended to help you develop your speed, accuracy, and endurance and to simulate the board exams. Now, we also have the pre-boards. Ito, mandatory to. Maraming nagtatanong dati, Sir, mandatory ba ang pag-take ng pre-board? Oo naman. Okay, oo naman. So, the reason is, ang purpose kasi ng pre-board is to help you determine yung readiness mo, di ba? Yung readiness mo in taking now the board exam. So, kung minsan, alam nyo, kung minsan maraming natatakot sa pre-board. Ba't ka matatakot sa pre-board? Pre-board pa lang yan, di ba? So, practice pa lang yan. So, mas maganda nang nag-practice ka para pagdating sa actual exams, madali na sa'yo yun. So, ayun, mag-pre-board tayo, ha? Promise nyo sa akin, mag-pre-board ka. Ayan, ang pre-board natin nahati yan sa dalawa. You have the first pre-board and the final pre-board. Ang objective natin sa first pre-board is to coverage, ang coverage ng first pre-board natin is the kalahati ng lahat ng topics under the syllabus of the board exam and the table of specifications of the board exams. 1/2, yun ang coverage ng first pre-board. For the final pre-board naman, lahat na yan. Ang sinusundan natin na TOS sa final pre-board is the TOS of the board exams. Kadalasan may mga reviewers tayo noon na reviewees, na alam yung magaling na talaga. So, ang kanilang kinoncentrate is only the pre-boards na lang. Pwede rin yun. So, depende yan sa competency level natin. Basta ang pre-board natin is mandatory. I-take nyo ito mga pre-boards na to. Malaki ang tulong para sa inyo. Ito mga pre-boards na to. Pati mga pre-boards natin, ladies and gentlemen, talagang pinag-iisipan namin yan. Piling-pili yung mga problems na nilalagay namin dyan to simulate the board exams. Now, proceed tayo sa mastery level. Sa mastery level naman is gamitan mo na siya ng live lecture handouts and face-to-face live stream classes. Now, you might be wondering, sir, bakit naging test-taking skill enhancement resources ito? Kasi class, dito sa live lecture classes, our reviewers will also teach you different approaches in attacking a problem. Kasi pag pupunta ka sa board exam, pag ang alam mo na approach ay isang approach lang, medyo mahihirapan ka. So, dapat pag pumunta ka sa board exam, multiple approaches on how to solve and how to attack a problem ang dapat dala mo. Yon. So, napaka-importante yon. Yan ang purpose ng live lecture handouts as well as the face-to-face discussions. Ayon. So, yung live lecture handouts natin, ladies and gentlemen, is kadalasan pag tinignan natin yon, ang makikita lang natin is illustrations na lang siya at saka drill questions na lang. Kasi nga objective natin sa handouts na ito is to emphasize the most important concepts in the specific topic. Now, during the face-to-face classes naman, concise discussions na ito. So, ganito yan ha. Bago kayo pumasok sa face-to-face classes, make sure na either napanood mo na yung quick vids, nabasa mo na yung concept notes, nakita mo na rin yung ating quick notes, at na-try mo na rin sagutan yung mga live lecture handouts. Ladies and gentlemen, huwag kang umasa na yung mga pagsagot ng ating live lecture handouts is only during the live lecture classes. Mapag-iiwanan ka nun. Lalong mako-confuse ka. You enter the class prepared. Meron ka ng karga. Nabasa mo na, nakita mo na yung drills, na-try mo ng sagutan. Okay? Mas maganda yon. Para pagdating mo sa loob ng klase, ang titignan mo na lang is, bakit ako nagkamali sa problem na to? Hindi yung, paano sinagutan ni sir nito? O, di ba, class? So, pag doon ka palang nag-aaral, too late na yan. So, make sure, before you enter the class, either nakita mo na yung concept notes, the quick vids, or meron ka ng working knowledge on the specific topic. Para paglabas mo ng review room, nadagdagan pa yung kaalaman mo. Ayaw kasi nating mangyari na paglabas mo ng review room, nadagdagan yung hindi mo alam. O, di ba? Class, ayaw nating mangyari yan, ha? Nadagdagan yung hindi mo alam. Ayaw nating mangyari yon. Next is we have the other two. The focus group discussion. Ang focus group discussion is intended for extenders. Sino itong mga extenders na to? Ganito lang yan. Ang extenders natin ay yung mga previous students na ng RIO from a prior batch, immediate prior batch, na pwede naman na hindi pa siya nag-take or nag-take siya pero hindi siya pinalad. So, may reason kung bakit hindi pa siya nag-take or may reason din kung bakit hindi siya pinalad. So, malamang sa malamang, something went wrong along the way. Meron siyang topic na nahirapan. Question is, saan kaya siya nahirapan? So, doon na papasok yung focus group discussion. Ang focus group discussion natin is intended to determine or emphasize itong mga topics na dapat pang mas malalim pa yung pagkanyang intindi. Focus group discussion yan. Ang focus group discussion natin is, again, prepared by a separate set of reviewers. Pipiliin namin sino yung gagawa nito. And they will concentrate on the 10 most important or the weaknesses of the students. Yun ang focus group discussions. We also have the exclusive batch subject and group chat as well as the Telegram. Alright? So, meron din tayo nito. Ang batch subject, group chat, and Telegram is again intended for queries ulit ito. Kung may question tayo sa ating mga reviewers, contact us through the Telegram or through the group chats. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure na member kayo ng mga group chats natin. Anyway, it will be posted naman dun sa ating exclusive Facebook page. Alright? So, those are the academic resources. Now, let's proceed with the next major presentation of this video. Ito yung tinatawag natin na how do you customize the Rio Academic Program. Now, at this point, sigurado ko naisip mo, Sir, ang dami naman ng mga resources na yon. Para bang hindi yata kaya sa 9 months na ibinigay nyo sa amin. Mas lalo na, Sir, paano pag ako, ang nag-enroll ako ng late, I only have 4 months na lang. Or let's say, I only have 4.5 months na lang. Paano pa ako niyan? Paano ko gagawin? Ano gagawin ko? So, ladies and gentlemen, meron tayong tinatawag na customizing the Rio Academic Program. So, paano? Eto na yan. So, to customize the Rio Academic Program based on your specific needs, you only need to answer at least 2 questions lang. Ano yung dalawang question na yan? Yung first question natin is, gagawin mo muna is you assess yourself. Okay? Ito, mga ka-Rio. Make a self-assessment, self-actualization in terms of your accounting competency level. Ano ba yung competency level natin? Talaga bang magaling na tayo sa accounting? Medyo kulang pa ba? Maganda ba yung foundation natin? Mahina ba yung foundation natin? Matagal na ba tayong nakapag-graduate? Nakalimutan na ba natin? Marami namang changes na hindi natin alam? In other words, yung mga yon are your self-assessment. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, be honest to yourself, ha? Total, ikaw lang naman makakita nito eh. Ikaw lang naman mag-a-assess sa sarili mo. That is the first question that must be answered. The second question is, yung oras. What is a realistic time for you to devote for your review? Sa isang araw, ilang oras ba? So, marami tayong mga full-time student. Pag ako full-time student, malamang sa malamang. Ang i-devote ko, halos 16 hours na. Ang i-devote ko for my review. Kasi 8 hours of sleep. O, di ba? 8 hours of sleep. So, 16 hours of studying. Including habang kumakain ka, naliligo ka, nag-aaral ka pa rin. Di ba? Ayan. So, yung time commitment natin, importante rin yan. Ang concern natin kadalasan is yung ating mga working students. So, ladies and gentlemen, marami na mga farmer reviewees ng Rio na working student para pumasa naman sila. Ang importante talaga is discipline. Ladies and gentlemen, discipline is very important for you to pass the board exams. Now, after answering the second question, yung oras na kailangan natin ilaan, you will now proceed with the third step. So, the third step is, you will now follow the table that is presented to you. Okay, papakita natin sa inyo. Ganito yan. So, eto muna. Paano to? So, eto muna tignan natin. How do you rate your accounting competency? Honest dapat kayo, ha? Mga ka-Rio, honest ka. Excellent, average, or poor. So, depende na ulit to sa performance mo way back in the undergrad. Or kung kailan ka nag-graduate, baka matagal na. So, yung accounting competencies mo. Pag excellent, letter A. Average, B. Poor naman, C. So, next question is yung commitment, di ba? Yung oras mo. Full-time student ka ba? Number 1. Part-time student ka ba? Number 2. Working student? Malamang number 2. Ayan. Or kung minsan naman class, ito yung mga late enrollees natin, gahol na sa oras, you can now classify yourself as part-time under late enrollee. Now, objective natin dito is, syempre, to pass the board exam, di ba? So ngayon, ito yung classification natin ng students. A1B1C1, A2B2C2. Now, how will we customize the review program for you? Okay? Ito na yung approach niya. So first and foremost, yung approach mo is napaka-importante. Pag A student ka, okay, balik natin saglit ha. Pag A student ka, excellent ka na eh. Di ba? Kahit full-time or part-time ka, excellent ka na. Kumbaga, pag excellent student ka, you already how. Alam mo na yung how. Ang concern mo na lang is, what if na lang? What if nagbago yung situation? Anong gagawin mo? Dito ka na. A student ka. Ang strategy na gagamitin natin is the Quizzer strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, tandaan nyo, binigyan kita ng 2 strategy kanina. Quizzer strategy ka na. Kasi marunong ka na, may laman na. Master mo na yung concepts mo. Ang kailangan mo na lang, improvement of your test, taking skills na lang. Quizzer strategy ka. Pag B student naman tayo, balikan natin saglit. Average student tayo, Anong gagawin mo? It is no a combination of the quizzer and the concept. Bakit naging combination? Kasi ladies and gentlemen, depende na sa topic yan, di ba? May mga topics na magaling na tayo. May mga topics na mahina tayo. So, i-combine mo ngayon, quizzer at concept. Meron din mga estudyante na favorite subject mo. Di ba? Example, favorite subject mo ang tax. Magaling ka na sa tax. Hindi mo favorite ang, example, hindi mo favorite ang MS. Pag hindi mo favorite ang MS, medyo mahina ka doon. I-customize mo na siya. Gumamit ka ng quizzer at sa concept-based strategy. Now, what if we are a poor classification? Napunta tayo dito sa letter C. Ayan. So, anong strategy ang gagamitin natin? Dito tayo, ladies and gentlemen. You have to fully utilize the resources of Rio. Okay, fully utilize. Take note, walang shortcut for you to pass the board exams. Walang shortcut. The CPA board exam is the most difficult board exams in the Philippines. So for you to pass the board exams, it will require you discipline. Okay, discipline talaga. So lahat ng resources binigay na namin sa'yo. Nasa iyo na. Kulang na lang is paano mo siya gagamitin. Yung mga resources na yan is hindi rason para sabihin mo na it is not working for you. It is not working for you because you are not optimizing or utilizing it for your own. Alright? Tandaan nyo, ladies and gentlemen, ang objective ng Rio is to help you pass the board exams. For you to pass the board exams, there should be a part of the student. You must have discipline. Okay, may disiplina tayo, and then talagang mag-aral ka. Nahirapan ka man during the preparation time, pero pumasa ka naman pagdating sa board exam. Yun ang nais namin sa inyo. Hindi namin nais na ang estudyante natin ay mapahirapan lang. Hindi. Ang objective natin, pumasa siya ng board exam, pagdating na niya sa actual work, magaling din siya sa actual work. So, ladies and gentlemen, sipag at tiyaga ang kailangan natin para pumasa ng board exam. Alright? So, lalo na yung mga C students natin, tanggap natin yan dito sa Pilipinas, mas marami talaga ang ating medyo nahirapan, di ba? So, ang Rio naman, naisip na namin yan. Kaya ginawa namin itong mga materials na ito para sa inyo. Now, ano yung mga materials na gagamitin natin? So, ano nga ba? Depende sa classification mo. Ito na siya, ladies and gentlemen. From your review week classification, use the table below for the suggested study materials for you. As stated, this is only the suggested lang to. It is not necessary that you have to stick with what is suggested, di ba? Wala namang, we are a democratic country, wala namang nagre-restrict sa'yo, di ba? So, ikaw naman, these are only suggestions. Kung gusto mong sundan yung suggestion, sundan mo. Pag ayaw mo, gusto mong palit-palitan, wala namang problema yon. Dahil ang learner is always dependent, yung kanyang materials na gagamitin is always dependent on the learning styles of the learner. Ayan, pansin nyo nilagay ko dito, ano yung mga knowledge competency-based natin. Di ba naka-letters? Kaya sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, take note mo ha, yung mga letters ng knowledge or competency materials natin, including yung test-taking skills natin, naka-number sila. Sila yung mga kailangan nating pag-aralan or gamitin doon sa Rio materials. Alright? So, ang question ngayon dito is, Sir, paano? Pwede ko bang palitan ito? Pwede naman. Yan ang tinatawag natin na classifying you as a student. By the way, ang objective lang natin sa classifying ng student is only for you. Ikaw lang nakakaalam nun, di ba? Di naman namin alam. Di naman alam ng kaklase natin yon. So, are you allowed to reclassify? Ang sagot doon, ladies and gentlemen, is yes, allowed naman. So, ang gagawin natin doon is, pwede mong i-modify yung mga materials na gagamitin mo. Kasi nga, di ba? Kasi nga, may mga topic na master na natin, may mga topics din na hindi natin master pa. What is important is apply the principle of prudence. Diba? Mas maganda na lang na i-underestimate mo yung sarili mo na feeling mo nahirapan ka sa topic na yun, kaysa naman naging too confident ka na napabayaan mo yung topic na yun. So, pwedeng mag-reclassify. Alright? Kasi nga, di ba, customizable na ang RIO program. Importante is, you know what will work best for you. Now, so last na tayo. What are the academic support systems? What was presented to you earlier are the materials that you can use to enhance your competence, your speed, accuracy, endurance. It is intended to develop your test-taking skills and improve your mastery of the concepts. Now, meron din mga services ang RIO that will help the student. Ito yung tinatawag natin na academic support systems. So, what are the academic support systems? First and foremost, we have the study guide. Ang study guide natin, we develop multiple study guides depending on when you enrolled, ano yung oras na kaya mong i-devote, ano yung level ng competency mo. Okay, nandyan lahat sa study guide na yan. Itong study guide na to, sundan mo siya. Kasi sa study guide na to, nandyan yung target topics natin. Target topics for each month, target topics for each week, the coverage of the first pre-board, and the final pre-board, how to study the specific subject, nandyan lahat. Itong mga study guides na to. Alright? So, first and foremost, we have the study guides. Second, we also have the orientation. Ayan, orientation, kadalasan, mga ka-RIO, si Sir Wency ang nag-orient sa atin. May orientation tayo. How will you maximize your experience? And to improve your experience with RIO, how will you make it work for you? Nasa orientation po natin yan. Alright? Next, we also have the study hubs. Ang study hub natin are classrooms that are devoted. This is devoted for the review, self-review ng mga estudyante natin habang wala silang klase. Sa Manila, meron tayong devoted na rooms for the study hubs. For the provincial naman, provincial branches natin, yung mga review rooms natin during periods na walang nakaschedule na class, you can use the review rooms as your study hub. Ayun, di ba? Kasi nga pag may klase, nandun din naman kayo nagklaklase, hindi mo talaga magagamit. Pero syempre, pag wala ng klase, pwede kang pumasok ulit doon sa mga review rooms natin and then you study on your own for the provincial classes. Pero sa Manila, meron tayong devoted study hubs. We also have yung technical support, customer service, and guidance counseling. So, yun, ang ganda, no? Technical support, nahirapan ka sa paggamit ng RIO app. May technical support tayo. May concerns ka, either in any area. Tawagan mo lang si customer service natin, message mo lang si customer service natin. Or, may concern ka, medyo nahirapan ka, may depression ka, may guidance counseling din tayo. You can schedule a one-on-one consultation with our licensed guidance counselor. And we also have, eto na, okay, our board operations. So, during the exams, eto mga reviewers natin, pre-recorded, live lectures, including yung staff, nandun sila. They will give you moral support during the exams. Okay, nandun kami, makikita namin kayo doon. We will give you the support. Kung minsan nga, meron pang tasahan, magpapatasan ng kanilang mga pencils, pwedeng-pwede yon, including the debriefing sessions. Ang debriefing sessions natin kadalasan is after the first pre-board, medyo na-down ka kasi hindi maganda performance mo, or after the exams, medyo down ka, nandun pa rin kami para sa inyo. Alright? So those are the RIO support systems na makikita natin at marami pang iba pagdating nyo na sa actual review. Okay, so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, mga ka-RIO, I hope nalinawan tayo sa mga academic program ng RIO and how it will work for you. For those who are already enrolled, welcome. Welcome. At nandito na kayo. So, we will make sure that we will help you to pass the board exams. Sa mga nagdadalawang isip pa, ano pa hinihintay nyo? Enroll na, di ba? Enroll na tayo dito sa RIO CPA Review. Alright? So, this is Radvic S. Stocker. Maraming salamat for listening to our presentation on how the RIO academic system will work. Maraming salamat everyone and have a good day.